Welcome to Diversity Matters. This program is designed to highlight the diversity-related activities throughout New Hanover County schools and the greater Wilmington community. I'm Valita Quattlebaum, Chief Communications Officer for New Hanover County Schools. This month on our program, we are joined by Mr. James Pierce, the founder of Kids Making It, a woodworking program that gives students the opportunity to make things with their hands, and in the process, sometimes they find themselves. We'll be discussing how his shop positively impacts our students and our entire community. Along the way, you'll get a look into the Kids Making It workshop and retail store and learn how you can become a part of this great organization. So don't go away. This edition of Diversity Matters will get started right after this short break.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me? You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old pile of t-shirts.
It's not garbage, it's actually a new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
Welcome back to Diversity Matters. Kids Making It is a woodworking program that gives students the opportunity to make things with their hands, and in the process, sometimes they find themselves. With me today is Mr. James Pierce, or Jimmy, as he prefers to be called, who is the founder and executive director of Kids Making It. Jimmy, welcome.
Thank you so much, Valita. I'm honored to be here.
We are so glad to have you. So tell us, what is this Kids Making It all about, and what led you to create this organization?
Kids Making It is a program where we teach woodworking and vocational skills to kids from 7 through early adulthood in various programs. We have an entrepreneurial piece, and I'll tell you in a few minutes about the different programs, but our whole mission is for kids to be successful. We want kids, we want every child, some people think, well, you want kids to be carpenters. Well, not really. Mm-hmm. We want them to stay in school, mm-hmm. stay out of trouble, graduate, and go on to a successful adulthood through jobs or college.
Wow,
and
that's the same thing we want for them.
Absolutely.
So
we're in tandem, and we found that giving kids something to do mm-hmm. where they can create whatever they want to, learn skills that most other kids they know don't know anything about, and make money at the same time mm-hmm. is a winning combination.
So when did you start this?
I started this in 1994. I had a child named Benjamin who was born in 1988, and when he was about 6 months old, on a late night car drive coming from Louisiana to visit my folks back in North Carolina, I stayed awake for a couple of hours trying to think about what I would do in life if I could do anything I wanted to. Mm-hmm. And I loved woodworking. I thought, boy, I would just be a woodworker. But I realized I could never support this as a woodworker, and it wouldn't be fun if I did it for pay. But having a child just really reoriented it just rocked my world. Mm-hmm. And I started thinking,
kids will do that for you.
Teach it to kids. So I let that roll around in my head for a few years, and then in '94 I started taking time away from my job, working with kids, mm-hmm. doing little camps, working with kids in my shop, Friday afternoons, letting them build stuff, sell it. And so we moved back to North Carolina, which is where I'm from, in '96. In '97 I did a pilot program at Gervais. And I realized, I got to do this forever. So I started doing it full time in 2000. Been doing it ever since.
Wow, that's excellent. And you have a shop where?
We are at 617 Castle Street. That is at the corner of 7th and Castle. It's the old town hall building, if people know where that is, or the Eclectic. It's right across from Gravity Records and a couple of doors down from Vintage Values. And we have a complete woodworking shop there and a retail shop.
And so people can come in, and what types of things? You brought some things?
Well, yes. So our core program, Valita, as I mentioned, we serve kids from 7 through early 20s, but our core program is for teenagers, 13 through graduation. And we let them we teach them basic skills, and after they made a few introductory projects, we let them make whatever they want to. We let them sell it if they want to. They don't have to, but they can sell it in our retail shop. We keep track of all their sales, and they earn all the profits. We hold back enough for the materials that they use, because we want them to learn there's no free lunch in this world.
Right.
Everything has a cost.
Right.
So, for example, Philip made this cutting board. It's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
I mean, it is gorgeous. I mean, it's got maple, it's got cherry, it's got walnut, and this will last a lifetime. He's selling this cutting board for $25, and I'm telling you, that is a steal.
That is.
And we probably have maybe $4 or $5 in the wood. When he sells it, he'll make all the money except for what we have in that wood. That's just one of the
I
things.
would love to have that wood board in my kitchen. That's
Well,
beautiful.
it's for sale.
Okay.
And we have others as well.
Okay.
Their biggest seller, I would say, or at least the most popular thing that they make, because in terms of the time it takes to make them and how much they make, it's a pretty good profit margin for them. They make these pins, and no two are exactly alike.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see this or not. This one's made out of, I think, maybe zebra wood or something. I'm sorry, ebony. Julius made this. Julius is in the 8th grade, I believe. And when he sells this, he's selling it for $30. When he sells this pen, we guarantee them for life. They take a cross refill. If there's ever a problem, we make it right. We'll deduct $5 because we have $5 in the parts, and he'll make $25.
Wow, that is a gorgeous pen.
And I'll tell you, here's one that Jesse made. This one's made out of acrylic, and this one's $28. So there's all kinds of things in our shop.
Okay.
Lots of bluebird houses, lots of other things, but those are some of the things that our teenagers make.
Okay. And so how many students are you serving each year?
Throughout the course of the year, we serve 500 or so kids. Now, I will tell you, with the teenagers program, we're open every day for that after school, and they get to, so we serve like 60 to 80 kids there. We serve probably 400 kids who are preteens.
And are they all New Hanover County School students?
Almost all. Every now and then we get a child from another county, but they would have their own transportation.
But they're primarily our kids.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
And so what would you say is the impact that your program has on our children?
Somehow what they do in kids making it helps them to grow as people. I will tell you that for many years we've had a 0 dropout rate.
Zero dropout
Zero
rate.
dropout rate. And
You
now
mean that they come to your program and they don't drop out of our school?
they don't drop out of school, they graduate on time.
Oh my goodness.
And I will tell you, we track also, now this is the teenagers, we can't track the 400 preschool kids that we see in an introductory working class. We track them once they come to us. But as long as they're with us, we're tracking them.
And what do you attribute that to?
I think they learn patience, they learn responsibility, they learn actions and consequences, and they learn to put income with work. Because they're getting checks every month. They know when those checks are ready. We write checks every month. And I'll tell you the other thing that we track, Valita, what we call the getting in trouble rate. We do some community service kids who are in trouble already. So if they don't get in any more trouble, that's success. If they come to us, they've never been in trouble and they don't get in trouble, that's success. Our getting in trouble rate is less than 2%.
That is amazing.
Less than 2%. And our eligibility is all the kids we serve have to be low income or at risk of juvenile delinquency in some way.
Unbelievable.
Somehow it works.
That's amazing, Jimmy. We need to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some success stories, we'll talk about volunteer opportunities, and the future of kids making it. Diversity Matters continues right after these messages.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Welcome back to Diversity Matters. There are countless success stories at Kids Making It. Let's take a moment to hear just one of them.
I was in and out of group homes and foster homes, and so that was some of the things. And I had a lot of problems like anger and ADHD and stuff like that. And the caseworkers and stuff at the group homes was they were they thought this would probably be something good for me to get into because, it would help me stay focused and stuff like that. Well, whenever I was here at KMI, I basically was in the back working, getting custom orders done, and from anywhere from ornaments to helping out with pins to making cutting boards and laser engraving on the Epilogue laser engraver. And the CNC router. A lot of the stuff that we were doing, basically, the main thing that KMI does is works with wood. And when I had talked to originally the owner of the small business, he said that he would like me to get some experience with wood and stuff like that. And so immediately I thought, come to KMI, since I used to go here whenever I was little, when I was their age, and so that was where I started from. So the members that are currently here, I would strongly recommend them to continue on coming here and, think about the apprentice program. And not only that, but new people, it would be a very good experience if they want to be able to make stuff and sell it, so that they can have a little bit of money in their pocket for what they sell. It's also, they learn a lot.
So Jimmy, that was just one success story from your program. Can you tell us about another success story?
I could talk for hours about our kids, but I'll tell you one that comes to mind is a young woman. I won't mention her name, confidentiality, but she, kids struggle. I mean, we all struggle as kids, and she struggled. She wound up becoming long-term school suspended. I can't remember why right now, but she discovered us. And when she discovered us, she was sleeping all day long. She was really depressed. As she told us when she first came to us, she had nothing to live for. And she wanted to come during the day, which we normally don't do. But we brought her in and let her just hang out a little bit. It got to be where every single day she was there. And she told us later, this is what I live for, this is what I get up in the morning for. She went from being really introverted and withdrawn to being just the most wonderful young woman. She blossomed, and it just turned her life around.
That is wonderful.
And that happened in the matter of a month or so.
And so how do people get referred? How do students get referred to your program?
There is no magic referral process. Teachers and guidance counselors and social workers refer kids. Community service providers refer kids. Parents refer kids. We have a lot of parents calling us. Kids refer themselves. We have kids walking in and saying, I want to be involved. And so any way you want to send a kid, give us a call.
Okay. And you said you have various programs. Can you tell us about the various programs?
Yes. So the introductory woodworking programs, which are for the preteens, those are single 2-hour classes where we bring kids into the shop, give them a tour, show them the retail shop, explain what the teenagers program is about, and give them a taste of what it's involved. We teach them how to use a handsaw. They build a birdhouse or a box, and they get to take it home and keep it. And we say, when you hit 13, if you want to come back, come on. And that's probably 400 kids a year. And then the after-school program, which is the one that we've already talked about for our teenagers. We have an apprenticeship program for if we have students who have gotten out of school, stayed out of trouble, graduated, but just are not going to college for whatever reason. And not everyone, college is not there. I mean, it's not
for everyone.
And people learn differently. And I'm telling you, you can be very successful without college. Although college is the ticket if you can go.
Right.
But nevertheless, for kids who aren't going to college at that point in time and who don't have a job, we sometimes have positions in our apprenticeship program. Our apprenticeship program is a stepping stone job skills training program where we take custom orders from people across the state to do woodworking. And
like
we hire them
what
to
do you
it.
make custom orders?
Well, we have a laser engraver. We have some digital fabrication equipment, a laser engraver, and a computer numerically controlled router, and a hydraulic copy lathe, all of which will do production work. We are working with some gift shops across the state. We do these holiday ornaments.
Oh, those
this
are
is
beautiful.
Just
That's a Christmas ornament?
This is a Christmas ornament, like go on a Christmas tree. So we put these in gift shops across the state. We also have a whole line of laser engraved
Let me
jewelry.
hold it up for the camera 3. Now, a student made these earrings.
Right, and what it takes designing. You know, so we have a student who went to New Hanover High School who works with the design process, designs the earrings. The laser engraver cuts them out. And of course they paint them first and then they assemble them, they put them on the cards, and we ship them to the gift shops.
These are beautiful. This reminds me of our Gregory Dolphins. I think I want to purchase these.
There you go. Well, that would be great, yes. So all the Dolphins out there can know about that.
That's wonderful.
And then we have a new program starting up in the fall I want to tell you about very briefly. Skill trades programming. We are going to be offering for our older kids, a limited number, programming throughout the year in electrical, plumbing, construction carpentry, masonry, HVAC. We want to introduce the kids for whom college, they don't see college in the future, but you can make a good living in the trades.
Oh my goodness,
as a
you
friend of mine
certainly
says,
can.
electrician charges you $80 to ring your doorbell. And construction is booming. And we have, and you know, Cape Fear Community Colleges offers 53 VOTEC programs. So we're going to be doing that with older kids, teaching them
And we
that.
are developing a CTE high school.
Yes, and I am so excited.
Yeah, so hopefully we can work with you.
Would love
some kind of way.
Would
Okay,
love to.
I'll make sure we do that.
Thank you.
So if someone wants to volunteer, say if they're watching us today,
Sure.
what do they need to do?
Contact us. Our phone number is 763-6001. We have volunteer opportunities in everything from helping us to do fundraising to working with the kids in the woodworking shop. We have a kind of a finishing room where the kids can put paint or a finish on their projects or do kind of crafts things. Anything you can think of that any sort of a business might need. We're a nonprofit, just a business. We can use some help with. Okay.
And so what other needs do you have from the community? What can we do to help you? I'd certainly want to help you.
Sure, well thank you. Well, I will tell you, it's tough in the nonprofit world. We are not institutionalized. We have no absolutely guaranteed stream of funding every year. Every year I have to raise the money all over again to do it. We're fortunate to get some good support from this community, but raising funds is always a challenge. I will mention that if anyone, we're doing in the next 2 or 3 months, we'll be doing a breakfast where we'll do a program about kids making it, and we'll be asking people to put tables together. No charge to come.
Right.
But come, listen to what we have to say. If you like what we're doing, write us a check, any amount, so people can help put tables together for us.
Great. Well, we'll help spread the word, and I will be there. Just
Good.
let us know.
Thank
let
you.
us know.
Thank you.
Okay. And is there anything New Hanover County Schools can do to help your program? Because it sounds like you certainly are helping us.
I would say 99.9% of the kids we serve are New Hanover County school kids. Just be aware of what we do. If you're a teacher or you're a student, you know of a student that might be struggling a little, that might benefit from what we do. You know, we can't take everybody, but as long as we have room, you know, we're open to kids coming.
Okay. All right. And so your donations, what do you use the donations for that you receive?
All of our expenses.
The materials?
Materials, and I will tell you, when people ask me about donations, we use them for materials. Of course, sometimes we'd have to use them for salaries or for the utilities. It just takes everything. And I'll tell you, everybody on our staff, except for our administrative assistant who's part-time, works with the kids every single day.
Okay. All right. All right. And so, what a wonderful program. I'm so glad to have met you and to have you on.
I'm delighted to have met you as well.
Thank you, Jimmy. So right now we need to take one last break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the future of kids making it and more. Diversity Matters continues right after these messages.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
Welcome back to Diversity Matters. Kids Making It is a woodworking program that gives students the opportunity to make things with their hands, and in the process, sometimes they find themselves. We're talking with founder and executive director, Jimmy Pierce. So, Jimmy, tell me a little bit about your retail store. What is it like, and what can I buy?
You walk right in. When you walk into Kids Making It, our retail store is what you walk into, and you can see our shop behind the glass walls right there, and come in and visit us in the shop if you want to. But it's probably 1,000 square feet, 800 square feet, full of stuff.
What kind of things do you sell?
Well, the things that we talked about, the pens and the cutting boards, their first projects are boxes or bluebird houses, and we have those for sale. We have a pizza, what they call a peel, P-E-L. It's where you slide the pizza in and out of the oven. We had a kid make one of those out of, looks like a big cutting board. It's gorgeous. Kids are making clocks now.
I'm looking for some flower pots. Do you have those?
We don't make flower pots, but if you had a design that you wanted,
we might. Kind that sit on a rail?
Well, we might have a kid that can make that for you. Okay. If you bring us in a drawing, we'll see if we have a kid that's interested, and we call that a special order, and they would do it, and they make the money on that. We sure can. We do laser engraving, you know, so a lot of kids will make
like signs?
Signs and things, sure.
Like the Quattlebaum family, that
there
type
you go.
Of thing?
Yeah,
okay.
Our kids could do that for you.
Great.
We sure could. Yeah.
Great. So as you move forward, tell me your vision. Where are you taking Kids Making It from here?
Well, in the immediate future, we are going to, and this is breaking news, but in fact, we're not really announced about it, I'll announce it right here. We are going to build an addition onto our shop. We have 5,000 square feet. We have really outgrown that space, and we want to put a 3,000 square foot addition on our shop. A group in town has come up with a significant gift for us to help us do that. We need more shop space. We need a space to do our skilled trades programming and a space to have regular after-school classes for younger kids.
So you're going to expand the operation right on Castle Street?
Right on Castle Street. We have an empty lot next door that we own, and we're going to build it right there. But we're going to need to raise probably $100,000. So in the immediate future, we're going to be trying to reach out to the community for help to help us build that so we can serve more kids, reach more kids, and help more kids succeed. That's in the immediate future. Long term, I'm telling you, I have done Kids Making It on every budget level from zero budget, back when I was a volunteer just taking time out of my work, to our budget today, which is a much bigger budget because we do a lot more, serve a lot more kids. This program works and can help save kids' lives on any level, from no budget to big budget. And it can work in every community. And people have called me from all over the country asking for help. I consult a lot with folks, be happy to talk to anybody about getting it going. We have been recommended to be a national model program with the Office of Juvenile Justice.
And it's not, and it's for boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
People tend to think of woodworking just boys.
We have probably half boys, half girls. You know, very multi-ethnic, of course, but kids from all walks of life. And so I would love to, not that I personally want to manage a bunch of kids making it, but we're open to helping people all across the country start their own programs. And it is just a model that works.
That is just so wonderful. And we can't thank you enough for what you are doing for our children.
Well, I'll tell you, it is. We don't have an intentional marketing campaign.
Well, you have one
A lot of people don't know about us, but to be able to come on your show.
You just made a very good friend. I will make sure our kids and our principals, our middle and high school principals, hear all about this, because it is wonderful. And it has touched my heart.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jimmy. So this edition of Diversity Matters has featured this wonderful man, Jimmy Pierce. If you'd like more information about Kids Making It or how to make a donation to the program, please visit their website at kidsmakingit.org, and feel free to call New Hanover County Schools Public Relations Department at 254-4245. If you have a story idea for future editions of Diversity Matters, let us know. Until next time, I'm Valita Quattlebaum, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next month right here on Diversity Matters.